All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another episode of Talkin Top Tier. I'm your host, always doing the most, Tone the Boss. And this week, we got a few guests that are also doing the most. However, they are doing the most for their community. I'm very, very excited. Today, we have Benjamin Holy, a.k.a. B. Holy. That is his real name. Shout out to you, sir.
Amen.
We have Derek. What's up, Derek? How you doing? How you feeling? We got another Derek. How you doing? How you doing? And then we got another Derek. Yes, triple D's in here. How y'all feeling today?
I'm feeling good. Good as good.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Bless,
Well,
yeah, bless, man.
I'm honored to have y'all here. This should have happened a long time ago.
Yes.
Y'all work really hard, and one of the things that I try to do in entertainment is we do a show for the adults and the artists, and then we try to give back to the community. And I'm looking forward to opportunities where we can work together and really make that happen and impact the most people that we can out here in our community and help it thrive.
Yeah.
So talk to me. Tell me about the foundation. Tell me how it started. Tell the people what it's called and how they can find you. Where'd it come from?
Okay. I gotta tell you, it gonna make you laugh when I tell you. We were supposed to originally be a hip hop dance group.
Okay.
We started off as dancing, but God speaks to you in a way that sometimes it don't come out clear.
Okay.
When you listening. At this time, I was thinking that I was thinking to myself, thinking that that we wanted to be a dance group, but instead we had this session where we pray with the kids, and the prayers that they was praying was prayers that kids shouldn't even, things that kids shouldn't even be knowing. So with that being said, like God told me that this is not what He has planned for this organization.
Okay.
So with that being said, He was speaking to my wife, and she was telling me that I should make this into a mentoring group / ministry. And so I was avoiding it, and then like this one prayer that this kid ours had prayed had ended up impacting me in a way where I felt like it's time, like for me to make this into something where kids can feel good and they can make this state safe haven, which they said it out of their own mouth that it was a safe haven. So like, it was something that God had attended for me that I was avoiding for a while. So like, I had to find out through their prayers that this is what was needed for the community.
Nice.
So that's basically how it came upon Never Dream Less from a dance group to a foundation, from prayers of things that kids shouldn't even be praying about. Hard, not like stuff that we see on a day-to-day basis that we try to avoid and ignore, but these kids are going through just as much stuff as we are. And God used me and Brother Ben and my wife and all my other mentors heavily and them to want to see these kids live great, be great, and we have to inspire them to make sure that we get them to where they're trying to be organically.
I like that. And Ben, how did you get up with Derek? How did that come about?
Actually, me and Brother Derek met at an event we did at the Rock Center, and just from then we just connected, and God aligned the pieces of the puzzle. I do a lot of outreach in the community. In Wellington Heights is where God has directed me since I came from Michigan. He said, this is where I want you. I want you focusing on this area. And that's where I've been ever since then. And, it just aligns with the whole connection of the community and seeing these kids, growing up, I have big homies, but they taught me the street life. And we're teaching them a better way, We're teaching them a way where they can see the best potential that they have in themselves that God created them to be.
I love that. That's amazing. And you two young men, so you guys are part of the program. I want to hear about it from your perspective. What's it do for you? How's it helping you? And what do you like most about it?
Who first?
Um, I feel like what it does for me, it helps me get over the anxiety of being up in front of people and doing things that I love. And we just have fun in there. They got dance group. We're gonna be making a Lego club. We got a drama club. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on. And during the summer, it was fun. And we're just gonna try and make it blow up as it is and make it bigger because we get more kids every day, every week, more and more kids, and it's just fun.
Okay. And how about you, Derek?
Um, just like Derek said, we are starting new clubs. We are starting to get more kids every single day, just like he said. And we just keep every single kid we get before we even got these kids. Yeah, like Daddy said, we were just before we even thinking of the arts and craft, we were just the organization where we just dance. Kids, the kids liked it that. But my dad, he wanted to expand. He wanted to show kids interest and just start making new stuff so we get more kids because we're trying to get these kids off the street and start making them happy and not trying to stay on their phones or doing all the stuff they used to do back then. So we're just trying to make Iowa a more better place.
I love that. I love that. And that should be the goal for everybody. It's just, they say each one reach one.
Right.
And we definitely got to teach them.
Teach them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You hit the nail on the head right there.
Exactly. So, the more people we can impact, the more people we can elevate and show there's other things to be doing. You hit it on the head as well with saying, everybody's stuck in their phones nowadays and they're not really focused on giving back and, being a part of the community as they should nowadays. So it's really great that you guys are out there in the community showing them, there's other things. What are some of the activities that you guys do? You mentioned Lego Club. You mentioned the dance.
Drama, and also team building skills where the point of it is far as like to get these kids to stray away from technology. I had did an interview with DJ Brown where we talked about technology can be good, which it can, but the kids, this new generation, they look at technology to basically direct them for their day. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Where they depend on seeing other people flaws and depend on seeing other people accomplishments too, but it's more negative based than it is positive. So we try to create that strategy where how we were back in the day, where y'all was out like getting yourself creative about with your music and stuff. Yeah, you use a little bit of technology, but it's to create your wordsmith and your story and art. That's the type of stuff that I wanted to how Big Bro did y'all, how he mentored y'all. That's what I'm trying to do for these youngins. Where, and me and Brother Ben, we trying to create a pattern where they can come to a place where it's a safe haven, where they can have fun, where they don't have to think about bullying, they don't got to think about nobody judging them, where they don't got to think about nobody making them be something that they don't want to be.
Yeah.
Like, because the way this reality is, we seeing kids die every day now, almost.
Yeah.
And Cedar Rapids is starting to be up there with the rates of having a lot of killing, senseless killing. So as God stored this upon me and Brother Ben, where we trying to complete his vision, where we're trying to get all the leaders like to get involved in this, and to help out, like basically do how it used to be, where we had mentors that was on our tails, like it takes a village to raise a child. That's what we Never Dream Less is all about. And when I used to see you and Big Bang them go out there, give out books, go to like raise these funds just to have the kids have something to do. and believe in. That's what motivated me too. One of the things that motivated me because I felt like I had a purpose. But when I used to see youngins going out there to motivate other youngins, that made me realize like, well, if I see y'all doing that, I should be able to do it too. But
Absolutely.
It took God to indwell stuff in it. But we try to create things that can motivate the kids, basically. That's what we're all about.
Yep.
And inspire them.
I love that. I love that. And it's really hard to get to that place because I used to be even more active in the community than I am now. But, you know, I dealt with a lot of adversity, had to fight through depression and anxiety and really overcome my own mental health issues in order to really help somebody else.
Right.
So it's really hard first getting past yourself so you can then help somebody else. Somebody recently was telling me, because, you know, I work with a lot of artists, and it's really hard for me now to push my own music because I find so much joy from helping other artists. And they had told me, you need to treat your music like they tell you on an airplane. If it starts going down, you need to put your mask on first, and then you can help everybody else put their mask on. Well, it's the same with the community outreach. Right. You know, you need to know that you're at a good place spiritually, mentally, and you're able to get up every day and stay motivated to help other people get motivated in order to move forward. So I'm very proud of you and your journey and where you are right now. Brother Ben, can you tell me about, like, what's the day-to-day like in the program? Like, what days do you guys get together, and then how does that look? Paint a picture for me.
We get together on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 4:30. 4:30 usually till 5:30, sometimes 6.
Okay.
You know, we get the kids together. Like Brother Derek was saying, you know, we try to get them doing team activities to where they're learning how to function as a unit.
Okay.
You know, because what society teaches them is, you know, YOLO, you know, be by yourself, you know,
Right.
You don't need nobody, you know, and we all need each other. God created us to be communicating with one another as human beings, you know, and what the generation is, you know, in the world, the society is trying to do is tear away that fabric, you know, to isolate kids, and then they can get them directed with these programs, you know, on these phones and video games, you know, where they can start psychologically, you know, corrupting them.
Exactly, and creating all the division amongst each other.
Yep.
No, I see it 100%.
So we try to keep that atmosphere to get them to build together, you know, to learn to love one another, you know. Yeah, of course, there's always, you know, this person did this person did that, but let's come together, let's talk about it, and see how we can overcome that.
Absolutely.
You know, because we are all as one. You know, we're all children of God. You know,
and that's the thing too that I've recently discovered in my last couple of years is you know, not a lot, almost all anger is displaced. Usually if you're mad at somebody, you're fighting with somebody, it's not even about them or that current situation.
Right.
It's either, you know, a product of what you've been taught on how to deal with the situation. You know, some people haven't been taught to properly address issues without throwing a temper tantrum or, you know, attacking somebody else. And that comes from generations of being raised that way. And even your parenting styles and how you're raising your kids is a reflection of how you've been taught. And it's tough. It's tough to break that cycle. And we can't do it on our own. We have to come together and explain, like, hey, you know, I understand you're frustrated. This is, you know, maybe it's something else going on, but this is my intention. Like, after doing the music awards, I got a lot of feedback, both positive and negative, and I had people just try to lay it on me. Just you should have did it this way, you should have did that. You know, you're an idiot, this and that. And I found a way to not be offended by it. Like, okay, so you're upset because you weren't selected, but you also didn't submit because you didn't believe the validity of what we were doing. And like, I really have to siphon through, you know, all the angry words to get what their point actually was, and then communicate with them effectively. Like, okay, so here's how we can do this differently. Here's how I wanted it to be done, and now that you know it's legit, let's make sure we don't make those same mistakes. And
of course,
that's the only way you really move forward. And it takes a lot of patience and a lot of understanding who you are first before you try to understand other people. And I think I've reached that point where I have a really good understanding of me and what makes me tick, what upsets me. You know, there's just a way to really talk to people, and I get it that you guys are putting that in these kids' heads early, so they can create a better community and work together better as individuals, and then they
Yes.
grow up to be outstanding citizens that help each other and really make an impact. So once again,
Exactly.
I want to talk to you about that. What you just was talking about, bro. Before you brought this Iowa Music Awards, who did it?
I waited. Nobody did it. Yeah.
Because I was mad. I was mad when I saw that on Facebook. People really was trying to get on you about something that nobody has done.
Right.
Right.
So I want to make this very clear, and I hope this reach a lot of people on this. I'm gonna clarify this, bro. You are the most youngest, intelligent,
Thank you, man.
mentor, leader of this community. That I have to give you your stars because what you was doing, nobody is doing for Iowa.
Yeah.
What you was risking and sacrificing, nobody is sacrificing for Iowa like that. So I commend you, and like I've been wanting to say this for the longest, man. Like, but we never had the opportunity because you're so busy.
Sorry.
So, no, it ain't your fault, bro. I tell this to everybody when I talk about you.
Yeah.
Bro, keep on doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, this is gonna get recognized. It's already getting publicity on this because nobody is doing this.
Yeah.
And the stuff, at the end of the day, your daughter, your kids, period, gonna realize like, man, my daddy was a hero because he
Pioneer.
sacrificed so much just to put Iowa on the map because Iowa's not known to be a hip hop state.
Right.
It's
Right.
not known to be any type of state of any genre of music. It's just known to be Iowa or corn.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
Yeah, right.
At the end of the day, man, like I just gotta say this: don't listen to because you got more supporters than you got haters. And regardless, we need the haters just in order to be known because that brings up our status on being a person that loves what they do. And me seeing you grow up from a kid who used to freestyle battle. Like I was telling them, I was like, I wouldn't want to freestyle battle. Don't fool you because I see you go hurt feelings. Bro got that newspaper for you, I should say.
Right,
And he gonna expose you.
Right.
Don't
Right.
think you gonna find out your dark secret, because bro knows around here. I call it little black Eminem.
Appreciate that, man.
Bro, like, man, I just see you grown from a
Thank you.
kid to where you are right now. I just want to salute you because, like, it ain't nobody doing it like you, man. And me being from Chicago, we both from Chicago. Like, we come into a state where it's not known for diversity in genre, and you are inspiring other kids to be something that others ain't trying to do. Like, you trying to be there for these kids, and you paving ways for these kids, and you have an awesome team. You know what I'm saying? From Datcha Man to what's my homie name?
Dom. You thinking of Dom?
Yeah, Dom. Come on. Dom, don't be mad at me, Dom. Like, man, I seen y'all grow up, and Isaiah.
Yeah.
They're the player, man. Like, I seen y'all grow up, man. Y'all have a bond. Y'all support each other. Like, man, y'all changing games. Y'all changing ways. And keep on doing what y'all doing. Like I said, don't let me down.
Yeah. Absolutely. And what's so amazing about that and like how the music ties back in is like I wouldn't be in this position or doing what I do with none of the guys if it wasn't for our mentor, Tony T, the actual big band.
Yes.
So, he kind of led the way. And like, I'm a big believer that life comes full circle.
Yeah.
You get what you put into the world.
Right.
And, he put in something really positive into some young individuals that were lost. And that's made us want to give back with what we do. And now we're raising our kids and we're shaping the community for our kids to grow up in a better environment than what we're seeing it's trying to become. So I think that's super important. And I love that, that had some type of influence on you and what you're starting with the mentorship. Like you seeing us like, okay, if they doing it, I better do something too. That's what it's all about. Like making sure everybody steps up and starts doing their own thing and us all helping. It was something you mentioned and I was going to harp on it, but it was, it relates to one of my favorite Tupac's quotes, and I'm gonna start saying it a little bit more. But I don't need to be the person that changes the world. I just want to be the person, or I know I'll be the person that sparks the mind that does.
Right.
Yes.
So,
Right. Right.
I feel like God put me here, and that's what it was. The recognition. I don't care about the recognition at all. Like I just want to help people. God put me
Right.
here as a vessel to help.
Yeah,
And
for
you know,
sure.
of course, I'd love to leave a legacy. And people talk about, back in my day, there was a guy named Tone that used to do this and that. But as long as they're living a better life and some qualities that I'm trying to show other people gets instilled on either their kids or even they better themselves because they see how hard I work or how much I care about helping everybody, like that's all it's about. That's what life is about, helping other people
Yeah.
be better people.
Yeah.
And we continue to be better and grow and teach this to our kids, their kids, and so forth. And we get a little bit better every generation is what I hope to see.
Yeah,
So.
for sure.
You're right. And that's what it's all about, man. Because, like I said, he been with us for a minute. And, like, just the fact that we don't have that many boys. And, the fact that he doesn't want to be in the streets out there doing something, it shows that me and Ben and my wife, Melissa, and Mama Trinidad, and all the others who've been with us since day one, it shows that we are doing our job because he comes there faithfully, him and his sister, and they help out with other kids, and I thank his mother for giving me the opportunity to have them because it's been a blessing.
Yeah.
Having them around, it shows us that it's actually kids out there who's looking for a place where they can be themselves and don't have to worry about judgmental. Cause like I be seeing so many queens, man, that be walking the street trying to grow up fast, and seeing so many young kings that try to put on this persona where they have to be this thug or be hard, and you know what I'm saying, instead of want to be a mayor, a police officer, or fireman and stuff like we was taught to be. And Never Dream Less is all about teaching them to grow and to be a mentor to others, not just us being mentors to them being mentors, taking what we taught them and bringing it outside of Never Dream Less.
Yeah.
Because I feel like even if we don't change whole Cedar Rapids, just like 10%, 5% is good enough for me.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I want my kids to also know that, you know what I'm saying, when the God take me from this earth, I want them to do the same thing. Be like, man, I want them to know that their daddy was a good-hearted person.
Yeah.
And he was willing to do whatever just to change somebody's life, because I never had a daddy. You know what I'm saying? I just met my daddy like 7 years ago, and like, truth be told, like, he didn't want nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? Because the people that God has brought into my life, that's good enough. And all I need is God. So at the end of the day, I don't need no father figure.
Yeah.
I got God as my father figure.
Yeah.
Amen.
And I just want to make sure that these kids are safe. I just want to make sure that we don't have no more bodies going around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thing, you know?
Yeah, no, I'm with you 100% on that. And my story is very similar. I met my father 8 years ago, and our relationship could have been anything, but instead I just chose to embrace him. I of course, I had questions like, why weren't you here and this and that. And we addressed them down the line, but the first thing, it was just nice to meet my father and then meet my other brothers that I had all over the country. And we all have this amazing bond. And even me and my father are tight. Like, we are super good. And it's because I've reached that point in my life of where I can not only forgive, but I'm all about the future and what we can build together versus being upset about something that can't be changed. All we can do is grow and continue to get better. And then, I like that, hey, man, if I can help 5-10% of the community, like, I like that you're saying that. But, bro, if you help one, you help them all.
Yeah.
So that's all that really matters. The fact that you're trying to help so many at once, even better. But as long as you help one, that helps everybody.
Right. Right.
Ben,
Yeah.
be holy.
Yeah.
Gospel rap. Talk to me about it.
Hey, man, I've been in hip hop ever since I was knee high to a grasshopper, man. I used to take Mother Goose and Dr. Seuss stories and mix them together, and it just went from there to listening to the radio station, rapping over the beats, and little bit of battle rapping in the hood, you know what I mean, and just. it just kept on going and going and going. It never went real far.
Okay.
Because God put a stop to it.
Okay.
Because He knew what his plan and purpose that He had for me with it
Yeah.
was not to be in the industry with it.
Mm-hmm.
Was to take it to the streets, but not glorify what I've been through and what I've seen, but to horrify it.
I love that.
So we give these kids
That's a bar.
the real of what goes on
Yep.
in the streets. You know what I mean? We don't sugarcoat it and say, oh, you're gonna sell dope, you're gonna be a millionaire and da 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 da. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No,
Yep.
it's a reality of you're gonna end up in dead, or you're gonna end up in prison for life.
Yep.
There's
Only
no
two
in
options.
between.
Yep. Exactly.
And when I came to Cedar Rapids in 2013, basically, man, I just like y'all said, I thought I was coming to nothing but cornfields. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, wow, they got a little city here. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I went through the Redmond Park, Wellington Heights area, and like I said, God just spoke to me like, this is where I want you to reach.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the community right here
Yep.
that I need you to put your hand on.
Yep.
And so, nobody at my church would come with me, but I would just come and I would park and I would walk around, Redmond Park area, and just talk to people. I ended up meeting DJ JT.
Nice.
They were doing Stop the Violence with Perp,
Yep.
Jermaine Cooper. And, from there, it's just grown, you know what I mean? And we're just all about reaching the community, man, and doing what God's purpose, what He's called us to do.
Exactly.
Because we know that we're put here for a purpose.
Exactly.
And the thing is, we have to love our brother as we love ourselves.
Yep.
But like you said, first you got to know how to love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know how to love yourself, you can't love nobody else.
At all.
And that's never dream less. We want to teach these kids how to love themselves
Yes.
first.
Yes.
You know?
Absolutely.
And then let that love just,
Yeah.
pour out.
Absolutely. Let me talk
Amen.
to the youngins real quick. Y'all ready? This y'all first interview?
No.
No? Oh, he's a pro?
Brian Lee.
Oh, nice. This is your first one?
He's seasoned.
And you said the program helps you not get as much like anxiety speaking publicly. So I'm very honored to have you here. Like I really wholeheartedly mean that. Like interviews are really important because it's a way for you to not just speak freely, but also you give other people the courage to tell their stories, and they hear your story and they may be inspired as well, or they may see that and say, oh, I want to do that too. So thank you for being a part of this. Talk to me about yourself. Like, do you have ideas of what you want to do when you get older?
Yeah, usually at school, if it's outdoor recess, we play football.
Mm-hmm.
If it's indoor, it's basketball.
Okay.
And that's really all I want to do. And then if that don't work out, I want to try and cut hair,
Okay.
be a barber.
Okay. Well, it really all can work out. Like you can definitely be very active in sports. You can set the bar as high as you want and, cut hair as well or go to barber school. Like it's really good to have multiple talents and study several different paths. Like right now, I got like probably 8 jobs. Like this is only one of very many jobs that I do, and it's pretty bad. You can ask Depot over there. Like getting a hold of me is really like he was here, I was here, but I had a super important phone call and I couldn't take it because I was being a manager and I had to be a booking agent at the same time on one call. So just thinking, all right, I'm gonna either do this or that, and then as a backup, you don't need a backup. Do it all. Have fun. Like just make sure you're doing what you love. One issue that I had that I really want to teach the youth now is that I was doing what I was told that I had to do, which was working a specific job that made a lot of great money, but I wasn't happy. But I was told you got to do stuff to make a lot of money in order to be happy. Well, I was doing it, but I lost a lot of time from my family. I spent less time with my friends and doing the things that I was passionate about chasing money, and it was legal. It was it was a good job, but it wasn't using my talent to its full potential. So one thing I really want to challenge y'all to do in life is use your talents to your full potential.
Yeah.
And if you get bored of it, find a new talent. Start from scratch, start over. You can live as many lives as you want in just one life. So just do the one that you have fun with and keep practicing whatever it is you want to do, and
Yeah.
you'll get better. So, all right, on to you. What do you want to do?
Like when I grow up.
Yeah.
Well, what I really want to do when I grow up is to be a dancer,
Okay.
because long time ago, the first organization, this was before even Daddy even made an NDL. I was in this other organization. It was called All the Way Up. Damn, if I remember it. It was a dance organization. I was there, and I learned how to do a few moves. At first, I was a little bit nervous because, and also I was mad because there's so many girls. There's too many girls. I was like, what the heck?
Oh, that's funny. Well, I will tell you this, because I actually messed up and you corrected me. You when I asked you what do you want to do, you said when I grow up. You don't have to grow up to do that. You should be living your dream right now. Like there's no age where you can start living your dream and doing what you love. You want to cut hair? Start cutting hair now. Start practicing now. You love sports. Keep playing. Keep practicing now and getting better. So you want to be a dancer? Like that's amazing. Like go for it. Do it. Find all the programs you can be in. Don't matter if it's boys, girls, whoever's in the classroom. Just get to it and work your hardest to try to be the best, or be happy with your strengths and how good you are in your progress, and know that you're working towards something. So, there's opportunities all over, and that's what I try to show. I still have to show adults that you can still live your dream and do what you love, because people feel like they become a certain age and it's too late and I got to live one lifestyle and it's all about that. But we just did a fashion show, and I'm not really a big fashion person, but I know there was a lot of young women that wanted to be models when they grew up, and life just happens, and you feel that you're stuck going a certain path, and I wanted to provide the opportunity to show them they could still do it. Some of the girls that was in our fashion show were told, you're too short to be a model, you're not pretty enough to be a model, you're not this and that, and everybody absolutely killed it, was amazing, and we're going to continue to help them grow and get more opportunities, and it's just because me and my business partner, Nisha, shout out to Nisha, just wanted to help people and give back. And we had kids in the fashion show, and they were dancers and all that. So, we'll have opportunities. I think we're all going to work together and really make some things happen. So I'm really excited about that. And, as you guys do get older, the only thing I will ask also is that you guys remember, these individuals that mentored you and helped you see your potential, and you guys give back when you're older and help the next generation and keep showing that, you can never dream big enough.
Right. Come on.
Wait, no, there's a better phrase for that. I'm sorry. Never dream less.
Yeah, there we go.
You already know.
NDL.
Yeah. So, man, I really want to thank you guys for being here today. How can they find you, you guys on social media, and what can we do to help you guys the most?
If after I say that, I love to just say one thing to add on to what you were saying. You can find us at www.neverdreamless.com.
Nice.
That's our website. You can also find us on social media, Facebook, Never Dream Less Foundation, and Instagram, Never Dream Less Foundations, and Twitter, Less Foundations. That's what it's called. But we also have, I want to say that we're having an event that's coming in March 25th.
Nice.
It's called The Heart is Soul. This is where I'm asking all the community leaders if they would like to help and support on this. It's going to be a big event because due to the fact that a lot of schools not teaching Black History Month, we're going to start bringing out the history, giving them their leaders, talking about their leaders in the past who paved ways for us to be where we at. And also, we're gonna have poetry, motivational speakers, and
Do you have a DJ yet?
yes. But I need a DJ for another event.
Okay.
Reality check. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we shout out to JT.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
JT's
yeah,
killing it.
yeah.
Big shout out to JT.
Yeah,
Okay.
He been mentoring too.
Nice.
With us. We also having a fundraiser.
Okay.
Now, if you want to come DJ for that, you.
However I can help, even if it's guest speaking, just bringing kids.
I would
However I can
Yeah, for
contribute,
sure.
I'm there.
Yeah,
Count
I would
me in.
definitely love for you to contribute. I'll leave a flyer,
Yeah.
for a couple of flyers for y'all to put down, and our breakfast fundraiser, which is February 25th. Hold on, that we're having in the next couple of weeks. Well, no, 3-4 weeks or so. That we're gonna be having February 25th. We're trying to raise money for our clothing for our performance on March 25th.
Okay.
You can cash app it or just send a donation through our website, which is the www.neverdreamless.com. Any way can help or donate. We're looking for clothing for performance for the girls in our foundation, where they're going to be performing off of Erica Campbell. I need me a little more Jesus.
Okay.
So we need
Amen.
donations on clothing and stockings
Yeah.
and canes.
Okay.
So like, if you know anybody that can help out,
I think
it'd be a
I
blessing.
might know a few people. We can
Yeah,
make some things
so
happen.
Like I said, hey man, you letting us come up here and promote this, and
Blessing.
you've done a
Absolutely.
blessing for us, and I'm looking to work for you because I want to have all the leaders of the community, and we all throw a big picnic for the youth.
Absolutely. I'm all in. However I can help, I'm at your disposal. I appreciate y'all. Nice meeting you.
Amen.
Nice seeing you again.
For sure.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you too, big.
Appreciate you. Sorry I don't ever answer. You gotta text me.
I understand, bro. You busy out, man. Like, I'm thankful. This made up for every time I tried to.
Hey, you're forgiven.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. All
This was
right.
repentance.
Right, exactly. That's all it's about. All right, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Friday, 4:30. Where can we get kids? Where do we sign them up? How do we get more kids involved?
Just go on our website.
Okay.
Contact me on our website or our social media.
Okay.
And you can either give a call out to us at 319-504-3717.
Okay.
Which that's my wife Melissa. She taking in. She's our event manager who's
Okay.
going to be. If you want to schedule a show for our kids to come and perform for you.
Yeah.
But other than that, just go on our social media, Never Dream Less Foundations. Right us there.
Okay.
Me or Brother Ben or my wife will get in contact with you.
Sounds good.
Sure.
Thank you, guys. It's been another
Thank you.
episode of Talking Top
Ba-da-da.
10.
Thank you.
Never dream less.
Amen.
Let's go.
NDL for life.
NDL for life.